My name is Adobe. You can call me Ada. I'm a data analyst, research analyst. So in this video, we are going to be performing chi-square analysis. Yes, chi-square analysis, the relationship between two categorical variable. We are trying to determine the relationship between the two categorical variable. I believe you know what categorical variable in types. Yeah, categorical variable like in data now we have data. Sorry, we have two type of data, which is continuous and categorical variables. Continuous variables are numerical variables like your number that you can calculate, but categorical variables are your like in the gender. We have female, level of education, like secondary, primary, and every other thing. So that's categorical variable. So here we are trying to find it. We are trying to determine the relationship. So and I will be using Arrow's programming language instead of SPSS. You can also use SPSS, but in my next video, I'll also do a video do perform the chi-square using SPSX. So let's hop in. So the first thing to do is I have a project already. So just for me to open the project, the existing project, or I can create a new project. But in my next video, I will teach you guys how to create a new video. So let's hop in. First, you click here and want to open existing project. So open a project, then it will take me to my files. I'll click on my this is where I store my arrow. So I look for my arrow tutorial. I opened, and here beginner arrow studio. I will open. Click open. Sorry. Okay. Click open. I'm switching to my projects. So now I have done some analysis. In my next video, in this video I'll be using a photo document, because the reason why I want to use a photo document is because I want to render it here. I want to render it as a Word document. But as when I don't want to render, I just want to do a normal analysis, I'll just use a R script. You can also copy, and but I don't need that stress. I just want to do my analysis and paste it ASAP, and no stress, every other thing. So the first thing to do, I need to create a photo document. I'll click on my this plus sign here at the top, then create photo document. You click. I'm creating a new photo document. So here I have here is my project already. I have the I've done the descriptive analysis the last time. I think here, if you look at this, you can see it. Then let me okay this. So now the title, let's call it a chi-square analysis. Let's call it chi-square. Author is optional, as you can see, but you can just put other. HTML, if you want to render it as a HTML, fine. If you want to render it as PDF, fine. If you want to render it as a Word document is when you render it as Word document, you can be able to, you know, edit it, or maybe you want to, write like, I mean by write, maybe you want to add some things, you can also do that. So I click Word documents and click create. So here is what I have. So here I need to delete some of this. Yes. So sorry for this Odyssey prompts. So I can name this. So now I have existing data already. So maybe what I want to do, okay, I'll show you the descriptive analysis so that you can see the what I want to find it, if the relationship is significant. it's significant, the p values, if it's normal, if it's significant. Sorry, I don't need to say normal is distribution. So now let's go. I'll click let me give the heading. What should I say now? Okay, relationship, chi-square, or tests of comparison. You can also name it chi-square, anyone you want to name it chi-square. So here I'll delete this formula. This R Quarto document, or R, is like a Python. You just need to have your know you have your code and every other thing. Sorry, I'm trying to delete this. Control Z. What's happening now? So I want to delete this. So now, okay, I don't want my code to show those code to show. So I need to use my execute, then echo. I want it false. Warning. Sorry, warning. I want it false. Then message. What I mean by message is this. Any message from I want it false. I don't want to say it. This echo is the code. I don't want my code to show, but if you, I will also do it turn it to true so that you can see when the how the code will reflect if you want to render with the code. But now in some cases when you are dealing with a client's work, you don't need to show the person the code that you use. So you just need to just render it as a Word document, use force just for to avoid the make like to avoid your table or your Word document looking tacky and every other thing. So let's hop in. So now the first thing I have my script already, also script already. So here now the first thing is we need to import. There are some packages that you need to download to install in the CR for this code to work. Yes. So here now I will need I have some code which is a library, tidyverse. I have already installed them. But if you want me to like teach you guys how to install the package, just say in the comment section. Yes, and I'll go. So like, let me. This is um when I did the descriptive analysis. Yes, normally now you need to like do the descriptive analysis. So first, let me copy the package. I can type it, but I don't want to stress to avoid this video getting long or something like that. So let me run this descriptive here so we can see the outcome. So I think there's a mix up here. So maybe I don't think this code is gonna run. Something might be. I need to like check the code and see what the issue is all about. But for now, let's continue with our chi-square for the meantime. I think I made a video on this descriptive before. So if you go through my channel, you'll see this. So now the next thing I need is to import the data set. So firstly, I want to claim this my background environment so that it will be empty so I can import. So now here is my data. Sorry, here's my data. So I have to so let me copy. Let me no sorry let me import. Right click to say import data set. So so I want to name this a shorter name there to make it easier for me. So I can give it a DL. Yes. So now I don't think I have a missing values, but assuming I have some missing variables or values, I can which when I was if yes, assuming I have a missing value in my Excel, I will either put it as a nine triple nine. Then if I come here, this NA means missing value. I'll just put triple nine, call it a missing value. But I don't think I have any missing value on this. So the thing is now let's go through this data. Okay, now we have the residency, the age, level of education, the group, and the BMI categories. So now what I mean, BMI category is a body mass index. Yes, category. I have already categorized it. Here is the BMI. So you know now how to categorize all these things. Don't worry. In my next video, I'll also do like with time. We are going to be doing now. We are going to be. I will be going to be posting a video on how to categorize your how to clean your data in arrow programming in Excel in any just it's just one step at a time for the meantime. So let's hop in. So this is a client data set. So I'm not going to give a details on this data set, what the data set is all about or something like that. The reason is a confidential, it's confidential. So you just what I would just say, you just the analysis, yes, it's a confidential stuff. So I'm not giving the details what the group the significant signifies, and normally everybody know what is BMI category, BMI body mass index. Yeah, I think so. So let's hop in. So this analysis, this chi-square now, I'll be comparing this group and the BMI to know if there is a difference between, if there is a relationship or difference between the both, if it affects the PC and the group. Yes, we are trying to know if the BMI affects the group or if the group affects the BMI. So now in this now, our independent variable now is group. Now our main aim in this, we are trying to determine if the group are being affected by the BMI categories. So now our independent variable is the group, while our dependence variable is category. I think so. Well, don't get me wrong, but first let's hop in. So now here I'll remove this. So in this I don't need to click on the import because I'm using photo documents. I'll just copy. But as me is arrow script, I can just import straight. But photo documents, since I have the data set on my project file already, I'll just copy and paste the link. It will just read the files. Yeah. So let's hop in. I've copied and I come here. Control V. I think everybody know how to use Control V. So now time to do the comparison. So I have my code already. I have my code. So let me copy my code. Sorry, I'll come here. Here's my code. So yeah. So I'll copy, minimize, then paste. You can use your control V. So here now, yes, like I said before, the group is my independent variables, and I want the percentage to come out from the group. So I want the percentage from the group because I want to know if the BMI really affects this group. This group means something. If there is a significant, if yeah, like if it affects. So let's okay here the percentage. I want the row. The here is my row. TBL cross. That should be that's coming from the side. Yes, that is coming from the tidyverse and the GT summary. Select. I have selected already. Here is select. The name concatenate. This this code means that you are using this for this, that you want to sell it. Like it's like continuation. Yeah, let's call it a continuation. So this significance. So whenever you are writing your formula, you must use this concatenate to signify, to show that you are it shows like continuation instead of writing this and that. So yeah. So now my code is the bold label. I want it to label it boldly as a flex table. I want the table to look very. The more reason I want to use a flex table is I want the table to look very nice and very fine. A very defined. I want a very defined table. So the add p value. Normally now we need p value. I don't know. P value is when the p value is like, this is a test of comparison, right? To determine if there is an effect. So we want to know the significance. So the significance of it. So we need a p-value. P-value that is greater than 0.05. It means that is not significant. But anything less than 0.05, it means that is significant. There's a difference that it affects the group. So let's hop in my next video. I'll If you want me to like explain more on what p-value means, comment on the say on the comment sections. So let's hop in. Then the missing value, like I said before, I don't have any missing values, but I don't want the missing value to show. As mean I want the missing value to show, I'll put here that I said no, I will use non-respondents. So, but I don't want the missing value to show. The margin, like the columns and every other thing. So here now, ready to run this code now. This might hot, but let's see. So perfectly. So you can see it came out perfectly. And here is our analysis. Here is our table. Can you see how this is a Fisher exact state? We have a chi-square and Fisher exact space. Fisher is the same thing as a chi-square, as a when you want to do a test of a comparison. So this Fisher, when the reason why this ran as a Fisher exact test is because the expected count is less than 5. Yes. Yes, when the expected count is yeah, the expected count is less than 5, I think so. Sorry, but then when the expected count is more than 5, is going to give us a chi-square, but the expected count is less than 5. If you look at the obeys, we see that we have in obeys we have 0, we have 1. The expected count is less than 5. If you want, you read more on you can I can provide more on this chi-square and the Fisher exact says the difference between them. So here is our table. The p-value shows 0.7, which means that is not significant. So reporting this table is very, very is that it shows that the BMI does not have any effect on the on the group. Yes, on the group we have control, we have PCA. So we say that in this, since it's not significant, it does not have any effect. It did not affect the BMI, the group. So it was like, oh, you do not continue, like you know how to report your table. There's a way to report your tables too. So I want to delete this, but I can still leave it for now. So the next step is to render this. Remember I didn't save this. Yes, I didn't save this photo document. So looking at it here, it says untitled too. I have untitled already here. So now let's save it. Let's render it. So for this to render, it will ask you to save. So let's click on render. So it says it has taken me to my browser to save it. So let me call it a chi-square. So I'll click on save. So we'll give it some minutes to load. Yes, we'll give it some minutes to render sometimes it take like a lot of times. It depends on your how fast your system is and how fast your you know. So let's see how it goes. So as we are waiting for this to render, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a data analyst, a research analyst. Yes, a research. So this may be the file location. Okay, rendered perfectly. Sorry, that it took. Okay, here is the download. I'm so sorry for this. So when it downloaded now, it will take you to your browser. So you need to open it. So now let me open it. Here it is. You see how this table looks very fine, very demure, like perfectly. Can you see that? You see the test of comparison and chi-square. So here, down here, you can type whatever you want to type. Maybe you can say you can, say whatever you want to say. Or maybe you want to like explain what the table is all about. So looking at this now, it's well defined. No no tables, no tables, yes, no table at all. So now let's try and let me render it with the formula so you can see the formula without the message and every other thing. So now looking at this now, for this to work, you have to close the existing the document, yes, the document that you have opened, yes, let's say this particular one now, the word document that you open, if it's not closed, it's going to affect your render. Yes, it will not render again. So first thing, we need to close this. So I don't need to save, don't save. I don't want to save the recent change. So I'll take, so here, the echo, I would say true. Then I render now. I'm good to go to render. So this time around, I'm rendering, and I want to render it with the code. So let's see how it goes. So now it has rendered perfectly with the code. So let me open it. Here it is. Looking at it, here is it. This is the code, the photo document. Where if you open this, it will take you to your R programming. So here is the Word document. I'll click. See, I said echo true because I want the code. Are you seeing it now? Can you see it? Perfect. The author, the title, the author is at there. So here you can update, you can make it bold, you can increase the font, you can do uppercase and every other thing without even stressing. As when I used arrow scripts here now, the arrow script will just tell me to copy. I don't yes, arrow script you just need to copy the table and paste and start editing. But this you don't need to edit. Easy busy. I swear to go. So I have to close this and go back and also render it. So I'll say I want it as a, so I'll still render it as a without the code. I'll type my force and render again. So please subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. So maybe you tell me